This child, he is the one.
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting. Brilliant! Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy... Oh! They're coming this way. Get him! Go on! Runs! Crikey! Get him! Go on! Phew. Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little. And now we've got to go through that horrible, dingy I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well... Little blighters, aren't they? Go on! Crumbs! Get him! Phew. Little blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you! critters, aren't they? Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Help! Help me!
What? Cole?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Quick! You have to... It's not fog at all. It's more monster. Go on! Don't give up. Here you go. Go on! Don't give up. Crumbs! Get him! Phew. Well done!
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero. Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Here we are at last. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that? We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen. Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. They'll all be waiting for us at the...
Indeed you are, my dear. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and...
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out... Oh, you're still young. and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Al.
Come on, you.
My little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you all. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't want. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being... I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But when it was all over, the luminary turned into a star, and he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Well, just look at you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need, but don't take too long. The whole village is...
day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating in... We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from... We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it's a little hard to... Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old... If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be...
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you, but you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. And may this magnificent steed, You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just...
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Wait! Here, take this with you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of... I don't know what's in store for you out there. But wherever you go, take care. And remember, we'll be waiting for...
What have we here? I know it can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, to settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and What's that? You're worried about being attacked. That statue over there is chock full of holy... And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured. Anyway, you'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. It's like my old dad always said. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related
Halt! Not so
State your business.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pen?
Do you mind...
Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your...
I take it that you also bear the mark?
Yes, the mark of light. Then rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from?
I see. Cobblestone, you say?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobles deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do.
Yes, my liege.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone.
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest... Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but... And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows... Men! Seize this... You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad. Wait, did you say the Luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the Luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
The Luminary? You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here. Wait here. Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this. Oh, and I found this in a corner over there.
Me? I got this little beauty back. We better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends... I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. The sewers, huh? Well, there must be a way out somewhere.
There they are!
Huh? Damn it! We've been... Who else wants some? guys don't give... Seriously? You okay? And that looks like a way out. Wait, there's something there. If we stand and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here. We gave it the slip. Huh? Spoke too soon. Has it gone? Whew, that was weight. What's that thing doing under the castle anyway? Well, whatever. Uh-oh. just... Huh?
Here he is! The Darkspawn!
Me and my big mouth. Looks like our luck finally ran out.
There they are!
No way back, huh? If they catch us, we're dead meat.
Hold!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary.
Come on. Let's not do anything.
The name's Eric, by the way. Wake up, lazy bones! Come on, up you get! Finally! I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was! I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do. Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now. Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after...
There you are, my children.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital.
Criminals, you say? Dear me.
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has Oh, but you must... They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done.
Thanks. We're going to get a little fresh air. Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in... I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, and if you want to do that, you'll need my help. I know every back road there, but I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did. That's the spirit. Here, put this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed. Ha! That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might... Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found... Ha! Easy! Another one bites the dust. Who else wants some? Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to Roe. About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed... They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. Time to go liberate that loot. This is the spot. Keep a lookout. Now. It's definitely here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk with... Wait a minute. That rat! Damn it! I should have known! I'm gonna find him. And... Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. This whole place hasn't changed a bit. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk... Which means we'll have to go... So here's the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there. I'll check a couple of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her.
Get out of here! Go on!
Good dog. Good doggy. Stay.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. You saw her heading back to the inn? Great! If it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard... Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here... Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always did like to sail close to the...
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is.
Have you seen him?
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard of. Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle? Yeah, that was it.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money? Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he?
Look, in this part of town, you don't go asking too many questions. You know that. If you want more...
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. That no-good traitor! I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. We'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna head uptown and find him. Wait, isn't he... Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is...
Halt! This gate leads to the nice part of town.
Ah! No! No! Not... Ah!
Worked like a charm. Now to head up the web.
nice place you got here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only...
That's good, because I'm looking for something very special indeed.
Eric!
Long time no see, old pal.
Eric! My brother! My compadre! My partner in crime! It's...
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands... You always were full of it, Dirk. But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
I'll never!
Oh, yeah. And how does that work, exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
Look, I was never much of a thief, you know that. But it turns out I know how to sell stuff. I got the gift. When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly! I was paying them to turn...
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit, Eric.
But I need that orb. And now we...
Oh, yes, we do.
So, where it...
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ears to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the King's Barrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
The King's Barrow, huh? That's southeast of town. Same direction as which means we can kill two birds with one stone. You coming?
Sorry, no can do.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, we'd better get going. Take care, Dirk.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh?
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to... Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to... We can drop into cobblestone on the way. Okay.
Watch yourselves. They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing.
It'll take more than a few kid stories to scare us off.